Okay, we're going to get started on the 66TC Crosley. If Doggy will give me a break. Okay, today is what? Tuesday, the 6th, 7th, 8th of March. All Women's Day, or whatever they call it. All women, all the time. Okay, looking at this thing here a little closer, going through this schematic and trying to double check and see if everything is as it should have been. What I found was 4-section cap, replacement cap. This here was a replacement for this cap here that goes to the power output tube, and that was the one that exploded. It laid in there in a certain direction. This is the guts that was inside of this tube, and it blew out that way, shoving this thing into that trimmer. And and this is the end point for the connection to this cap. This one here hooks in to the same place that this 25 volt 20 microfarad cap hooked onto on the socket of the speaker output socket. But they never disconnected this one. They just put this one in parallel to it and used the unused portion of this terminal strip here for its mount. I'll have to dig in underneath all of this here to see what's up with the components underneath there. I'm guessing something went bad and took out everything else that was upstream, putting stress on the transformer. Hopefully it didn't damage it, and it's still got some of its ooze left, but I'll have to check that real close. It might have been cooking for a while before detonation, but then again it could have been instantaneous too, but I doubt it, because this is telling me it took some time to do it. So we're going to jump into this and start clearing this area out and getting it rebuilt with new caps. And any of these others that should be replaced before a checkout is going to get scrutinized and changed. And then we're gonna try a power up of it and see what its initial voltage readings are and how she's doing. So stay tuned, there'll be another segment right coming up. Alright, been at this for a little bit, about an hour and a half or so. Got the old caps out. Got everything identified of where they connected to make sure that everything was copacetic. We've got room enough now for one of those micro terminal strips, and what we're going to do is we're going to put 4 of these into there. But first we're going to replace the wiring to the original connection points where they're supposed to go. I got them identified, and Once we get those wires in and replaced and connected to the terminal board, we're going to put the E caps in and get them, and then we'll identify them A, B, C, and D, just like on the schematic. And then we can go through and start checking the rest of the wiring. There is some brittle wire in here that I'm going to have to take care of, like this one right here. That one goes to the IF. I don't think, it doesn't appear to be any brittle wire on the I believe it's, let's see, that one there. Well, I haven't identified which one is which, but I'm thinking that this one here is the this one here is the first IF, and this one here is the second IF. So I'm hoping that there is not another brittle one in this batch that goes into there. I might just go ahead and clip it and J-hook it and slide a heat shrink over it, rather than having to pull in the thing and go and clear back into the IF to replace the wire. This one here does take the place of the field coil. It reads at a 1K. It shows a speaker field coil resistance of 900, so we're in the ballpark there. We're gonna keep that, and then we're gonna replace some of the other caps that really need to be replaced before power up again, and then we're gonna bring it up once we get all of this wound up. I was hoping to get to it today, but I'll tell you, the last couple of days it's gotten down to sub-freezing temperature here. And not only that, the wind's got like two edges to it. You step out in there, boy, and you're going to shriek like a little girl. So, anyway, tomorrow is supposed to be a beaut. And the day after that, and hopefully the day after that. At least what the forecast shows for us. So, it's just about 3 o'clock right now, and I've got a coat on the 633 cabinet again after doing some trim rework on it and getting it sprayed, and it's coming due in about 20 minutes for another coat. Hopefully I can get 3 coats, good coats on it today, and we can get it smoothed out. And this here we'll just have to figure on a test fire up maybe tomorrow afternoon, unless I can get out here early enough, but I doubt it. It's just been, the mornings has just been punishable. Okay, so anyway, enough of the blab. We're gonna do a preliminary on this to get the wires situated out and get them connected, so stand by for more. Okay, we got the caps the E-caps back in and deranged. We replaced this cap here that goes to the audio transformer from the power output tube, the bypass cap for the audio section. This we left in. We replaced that resistor right there because when the explosiveness occurred on that one E-cap that blew out its guts, this here was twisted and broken at the end here, and so we replaced that one. And it seems like there was another one I replaced. Well, maybe not. So anyway, we got all of that taken care of. And we're going to power it up now. I was probably going to wait until tomorrow to get the E-caps put in and get them hooked up and everything, but I bent over and gave it the old college try and managed to get it done. It's about 4 o'clock. So I've got the speaker patched in to the socket, and I've got the voltmeter hooked in on the high pressure side of the transformer to the rectum fire tube, and we're going to fire it up and we'll see what we get here. Excuse me. So I got the makeshift hooked in for the antenna, and the only thing I have done was I put my halogens on the battery, and I got the overhead lamps on. This one over here shut off, but my grow lights are still on in there. So we're going to see what this thing is going to do. Power on. I already got the switch on the radio. We got lamps showing 430, 440. The paper says pulls 60 watts. 60 watts. It's pulling 52 watts. 450 milliamps. On the 2 dim bulbs, it's putting out 294. It says 340. We're getting buzz from the buzzard. Let's see if we get anything here. We're on the American or AM band, and we will that's station out of Phoenix at 55. Still pulling 450.
Your furnace system running at peak efficiency. Avoid disappointments and future regrets. Don't settle. Call Gettles.
I think it's the harmonic of our local. Usually comes in around there.
Place to land for Aaron Rodgers. I don't necessarily know that the fan base looks at it as championship or bust versus
That's
we're
out of
glad we
Sedona.
have a quarterback that's capable of delivering a championship. I know it's nuanced in the way that I'm saying it, but
Not much else. This is a very simple and very simple loop antenna. Probably just enough to give it enough ears to bring in local stations.
So with that, we head into the bottom of the first inning here as Alvarez looks to get things going against
That's
Tyson
our local
Potts.
station.
Potts, the ace of the staff for the Prescott Badgers, as Coach Tully told me before we got started.
Local teams.
And we'll see what he gives to Jan
School
Alvarez.
teams.
Alvarez looking off here for the Mingus Union Marauders. Alvarez striding in here in his senior year, waiting the first offering here from Potts, the pitch. Corner, not going to find the strike zone. The count will go to 1-0.
All right, we're pulling 440.
So 1-0 count here to Jan
The
Alvarez.
dumb
The
bulbs
pitch
are
on the way.
just warm. Can't even tell they're glowing. They're not even glowing. They're just warm. And
So Potts able to get the
let's go
strike
back
down
and
on
see what
fastball.
we're getting.
Ball, one strike here to count to Alvarez with no outs. Alvarez pieces that one up. It's
Get in here, 290, 290, 296. So we pull it off them balls, we'll be just under our total reading on the chart. So we managed to breathe life back into this with just a few caps. We'll go through and we will yank all the other ones and get her fully checked out. There are some wires in here that I need to pull. So anyway, there's that. We're looking good. We'll be doing the chassis cleanup once we get the caps done and everything. Want to get that done while I'm in the swing of things. That won't be until tomorrow. So we know it works. We're going to finish her off. So stay tuned for the next one.